Have you ever stopped to wonder why the color purple is so intrinsically linked to royalty and power? What is it about this particular shade that has captivated civilizations for millennia? For most of recorded history, purple was far more than just a color on the spectrum. It stood as a potent symbol of ultimate power, immense wealth, and unparalleled status. It was the visual embodiment of authority. The reason for this association lies in its extreme rarity and the incredibly difficult process required to produce it. In fact, it was so rare and laborious to create that it rivaled gold itself in terms of value. Consequently, only the elite of society, kings, queens, and emperors, the absolute pinnacle of power, could even dream of affording it. Furthermore, laws were often enacted and strictly enforced, dictating precisely who was permitted to wear it, solidifying its exclusive status. The story of purple is a captivating tale of ambition, empire, and the extraordinary, sometimes unbelievable lengths people were willing to go to obtain just a splash of this coveted color. In the times before synthetic dyes revolutionized the world, every single hue had to be painstakingly extracted from the natural world. But a true, vibrant, and lasting purple was the stuff of legends, a color almost impossible to consistently achieve. The Phoenicians, those intrepid ancient Mediterranean traders and seafarers, are credited with discovering this elusive secret around 1200 BC. Their famed Tyrian purple, meticulously named after their prominent city of Tyre, was not just any purple, it was a deep, intensely rich, and slightly reddish purple, a color unlike any other. What made it even more desirable was its unique property of growing more brilliant, more vibrant, and more beautiful with the passage of time. This remarkable color quickly became a permanent and instantly recognizable declaration of status and authority. It was, in essence, a wearable treasure, a symbol of power woven into the very fabric of society. The ancient Greeks and the mighty Romans, recognizing its significance, wholeheartedly inherited this obsession with purple. They elevated purple even further, transforming it into a sacred hue, one exclusively reserved for their gods and their all-powerful rulers. Therefore, to truly understand the captivating history of purple, is to delve into how a single color, born from the sea and refined by human ingenuity, profoundly shaped economies, dictated social hierarchies, and ultimately defined the very essence of power in the ancient world. The secret behind Tyrian purple? A small predatory sea snail from the Mediterranean. These snails produced a tiny amount of mucus that, when exposed to sunlight, transformed into the famous purple. Harvesting the dye was gruesome. Thousands of snails were crushed for just a gram of dye. The process was so foul-smelling that dye works were built far from towns. This inefficiency made Tyrian purple worth its weight in silver or gold. Coastal cities like Tyre and Sidon thrived on this smelly but lucrative trade, leaving behind mountains of discarded shells. The result, a potent, versatile dye with the darkest blood-red purple reserved for emperors. Because Tyrian purple was so incredibly expensive to produce, requiring vast quantities of murex shells and a complex extraction process, it became the ultimate status symbol, a visual shorthand for wealth and influence. Strict sumptuary laws, meticulously crafted and enforced, dictated precisely who could wear it. Usually only the most powerful individuals in society, those at the very apex of the hierarchy. In Rome, even the shade and amount of purple denoted rank. A purple-bordered toga marked a magistrate, signifying their authority, while a solid purple toga, dyed entirely in the precious color, was exclusively reserved for the emperor himself. Wearing purple without explicit permission was considered an act of treason, and was sometimes punishable by death, highlighting the immense power associated with the color. The phrase, "born in the purple," a term steeped in imperial significance, meant being born legitimately to a reigning emperor, securing their place in the line of succession. Even after the fall of Rome, purple remained a potent mark of authority, adorning monarchs across Europe and high-ranking church leaders, solidifying its association with power. With the fall of Constantinople in 1453, the secrets of true Tyrian purple production vanished, lost to time, but its legacy as a symbol of power and prestige endured through the ages. Clothing, especially in ancient times, was far more than mere fabric. It was a visual language, and purple, above all other colors, was the clearest and most unmistakable sign of supreme power and authority. It wasn't just a matter of fashion or personal preference. It was a fundamental pillar of social order, reinforcing the established hierarchy and power structures. For centuries, the color purple held a unique and prestigious position in society. It was exclusive, a pigment so rare and difficult to obtain that it was reserved for the elite. That is until 1856, when a young chemist named William Perkins stumbled upon an unexpected discovery while experimenting with coal tar. He accidentally created the first synthetic dye. His mauve was cheap, vibrant, a revelation in the world of color, and suddenly, this once unattainable hue was available to everyone. The color that once signified royalty, a symbol of power and authority, sparked a fashion craze, sweeping across society and transforming wardrobes. Perkins' discovery not only democratized color but also launched the modern chemical industry, paving the way for countless innovations. Purple's meaning shifted. It began to represent more than just status. It moved from imperial power to creativity, becoming a favorite among artists and designers. It became associated with counterculture, a symbol of rebellion and free expression, and ultimately, individuality. Today, purple is everywhere: fashion, branding, design. Yet it still carries a hint of its regal past, a whisper of its historical significance. Its story, from stinking snails to lab breakthroughs, is a testament to human innovation. It reminds us that even everyday colors have extraordinary histories, filled with unexpected twists and turns. Human ingenuity unlocked the secrets of the rainbow, transforming our world in the process. And with every shade of purple, from the palest lilac to the deepest violet, we glimpse a legacy of power, invention, and awe, a vibrant thread woven into the fabric of our culture.